Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use Sketchup Online to make your own house. Excellent. Okie dokie. So the first thing you need to do is go to SketchUp, just Google sketchup.com and create yourself an account. And once you've done that, you need to log yourself in, create yourself a new SketchUp, and you want to use the one that says meters. You could use millimeters if you want to do engineering stuff, or you could use feet and inches if you're American and you like working in feet and inches, but I don't. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing to know about SketchUp is that quick tips. To zoom in and out, you need to use the middle mouse button to your middle wheel, and if you just scroll in and out, it'll move it in and out. And if you want to spin around, just hold in the middle mouse button and you will spin around. But if you have a play with that, you'll be able to see how it works and you'll soon get the hang of it. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle. And to make sure it draws a rectangle on the ground, we're going to face down. If you face sideways like that, you might find when it draws your rectangle that it does the rectangle vertically rather than horizontally on the ground. So we zoom down and I'm going to draw a 5 meter by 10 meter house. So if you look here on the bottom right hand corner here, you'll see that you can actually move it and it will show you the sizes. Or if I just want to do a 10 meter by 5 meter house, all I need to do is just type in 10, 5. And if you look down the bottom right hand corner, you'll see that it has changed to 10 meters by 5. I then press enter and I've now got a house that's 10 meters by 5, and I'll use the push pull tool here and we'll just pull it up, and again I'm going to go up 5 meters as well. So I type 5 and press enter. So there we go. So now we've got is the basic rectangle, the cuboid for the house. And now what we're going to do is we're going to draw the roof on. So what we do here is we use the line tool. And what we do is we're going to start on the corner. So we'll just zoom around there. And we're going to go out 0.25 meters because our roof is going to overhang a bit. Press escape and we'll come out 0.25 meters this way, 0.25. And now what we do is again press escape. So we've got the two edges there. That one's done that wrong, so we'll just do that again. It sometimes takes a bit of work getting it 0.25. There we go. Oops. Alright, let's undo that. Let's try again. Come on. 0.25. There you go. Finally. Okie doke. Sometimes you have to force it by looking in zooming in a certain way, but you'll get the hang of it. So there you go. We've got the two edge bits. Now what we do is we come down here, walk over to the middle until it says midpoint, just like that, and then bring it up on the blue axes there. To however tall you want it. I'm going to do mine 2 meters. So I press 2, enter. And then just join the bits of the triangle together and then delete the extra bits there. Let's just delete that bit there. There you go. So delete that middle one. And then now we've got our solid triangle there. All we'll do is we'll use the push pull tool and that'll pull it along horizontally to create the roof shape of the house. If it does this where there's a hollow bit there, don't worry about that. Just draw another line from that corner there to here and it will fill it in solid. It does do that sometimes. Okie dokes, we've got those bits of the house there now. Now what we'll do is we're going to do the chimney stack. So what we'll do here is, again, we're just going to draw a little guide. This is to make sure that it's central. So draw it across underneath, and then what we do is we click on the top, and then it should automatically start to suggest where it wants to finish because we've created that little guide. And that way you get it perfectly centered. Otherwise, it might or might not go in the center. There we go. So let's pull the stack in a bit like that. That's okay. Once your stack's pulled in a bit, what we'll do is we'll move it off the edge of the building there and we'll move it to there so it's actually in a bit. Good. Now what you might not have noticed there was I wanted this bit here to be exactly the same as that face there. Now I could just click on it and try and get it exactly the same, but that might or might not work. One way to force it to go exactly to the same point is we walk over to here, we click on it to move, and then we walk over the face. We want it to equal the distance through, and we click on it. And now it's exactly in the same place. delete that middle bit on the top, delete the guidelines here and here. There we go. And now what we'll do is we use the push-pull tool and just pull it up for the stack ready for the chimney pots to go on top. And again, get rid of the guides there. And then get rid of the guide there. And now we're ready for the chimney pot to go on top. Now, in order to get it exactly in the middle, you could just click here, do circle, and you could try and get it into the middle here, but it doesn't really know where the center is, and as such, it's really going to struggle to get it in the middle. So what we need to do is create our own little guides by using the pencil tool and draw an X from corner to corner, and that gives us the exact center point there in which to do our chimney pot. Again, when you're doing designs, you're often going to need to add these little guidelines and stuff where you add them, do something, and then delete them later. That's quite common. There you go. So now we've got our circle for the chimney pot. Again, we could just draw another circle in the middle and then join them all up. But actually, there's a specialist tool, which is, if you click on the push-pull tool, you'll see here down the bottom, it's called the offset tool. And what that does is it offsets a circle or whatever shape you've got inside of another shape. So there you go. And that's a quick way of getting a really good, really well drawn circle. There we go. Now we'll go back to the push-pull tool, which is there. And what we'll do, we'll just zoom off and let's just pull that up a bit. I'm going to go to there. Okie doke. So far we've got a chimney pot. That's quite big, that chimney pot. Chimney pot, roof, chimney stack, all the walls, which is good. I think it's time to start adding a bit of colour into it, actually. So let's click on the paint pot tool. And what we'll do is click on search, and it will bring up all of these different textures. So I'm going to use brick for the walls. Let's do some brick walls. There we go. Brick, 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 brick. I'll do, we've got a bit of wood, a bit of cladding, there we go. A bit of cladding for the ends. There we go. And some roof tiles for the roof. Oh, there's the roof tiles. Hey. Any roofing? Let's just minimize all these. I've got all these up. There we go, a bit of roof tiles. Let's do that colour. Hey, there we go. Okie doke. We'll go back to the... I'll do that for the moment. Let's do those colours for the chimney pots. Again, you could do it with whatever colour you want, really. Whatever texture you want. I'm sure you could do a better job than me. But you get the idea, and you just paint on the texture for everything that you want. Okay, so there's the basic house shape. Let's start adding some more details. So we can add some windows here on the side. So let's have a look. Let's click there. And the way we do this, I'm going to do 2 windows at the top. So I draw a guideline up the top first. And then I'm going to come down 1.3 meters, I think. Yeah, 1.3. We'll go across 2 meters. And then we'll come back up. There we go. I'll do the same sort of thing. Down 1.3. Come along 2 meters. And then we'll come back up. There we go. In fact, I'll do another one here. Let's do one more. Let's do a bigger one. You can see now it's already started to pick up the guide points. And we'll do 2 meters. And there we go. Good. There you go. So those are my windows upstairs. I'm not going to show you all of the windows of the house because you can have a go yourself. Just do the windows wherever you want. But there's the basic idea. So you draw draw your rectangles using the guides to make sure they're all the same. Then use the offset tool. And what we'll do is we're going to offset it. Let's do 0.1. There you are. So there you go. 0.1. There we go. 0.1. 0.1. There you go. Again, you can pick the right size that you want for whatever you want. And that's about it there. In fact, we'll do a little, should we do a little windowsill as well? Yeah, let's do a bit of a windowsill. So we'll come down here, sill underneath. Let's go to there. And then again, across to there. That'll do. We'll add these sills in a minute. So again, hover over there, which we want to bring it down to there. There we are. Good. Again, you'll get the hang of this as you're going through. There we go. Good. Good. Okay, so the sills, we've got the outline for the sills. They're ready to rock. And now what we can do is we'll use the push-pull tool and just pull these out slightly. There we go. There we go. And we'll do 0.05. So it's only 5 centimeters. Oops. Undo that. Let's try again. 0.05. 0.05. That work? Has that actually done it? Don't know if it has. 0.05. Yeah, there you go. So again, 0.05, 0.05. Click on that. 0.05. Oh, that's because I didn't bring it out. I didn't know where. 0.05. There you go. So there's those, and then we'll bring these out. I should bring these out. You have to click on those twice, by the way, if you saw that. I click on it once to bring it out up to the new one out, and then we'll bring it out again and bring it out by 0.05. There we go. And then here 0.05. Oops. 0.05. And then here we'll bring it out 0.05. There we go. Is that about right? Yeah, maybe there. That should be okay. Again, you can mess with yours if you want to change them slightly. But we'll do with that for the moment. In fact, no, I'll bring them out a little bit further. Let's bring a little out. There. Again, I'll use that as my guide. There we go. So you got the idea. There you go. So there's the sills. Now what we'll do is we'll go back to the texture and let's have a look. Let's go for... we'll just do some UPVC windows. So let's do them all in white. There we go. White windows. Oh, not the frames though. Not the sill. We'll do that in a different colour. Again, you can just take your time. I'm doing it quite quickly, but you guys, do take your time, do it properly. I just want to move the tutorial along. Otherwise, you'll be watching this for all day. There we go. Okay, so colour in all the bits that you need. Come on, zoom in. Again, it sometimes helps if you zoom in if it's not quite sure what it is that you're trying to colour in. Zoom in and colour in all of those. There we go. Colour, 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 colour. Good. And we'll do the window sills in a grey or something, like a nice grey colour. There we are. Again, you're doing whatever colour you want. You have to get rid of that line a bit. I don't know where that came from. Yeah. There we go. Sills, 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 sills. They're all in grey. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now, and I'll just delete that line there. I don't know where that came from. Oh, no. Now, if you... there you go. It's clicked on that line. Good. Also, now what we need to do is go back to the colours. Let's just hide those again. We need to do some glass for the windows. And I'll just use that glass. And as you can see, what's happened now by adding the glass in is you can see inside the interior of the building. Now, in a future video, I'm going to show you how you can put in some furniture and actually do the internal of the house, but not for this one. We'll leave it for the moment. But what I will show you here is a couple more things. Now, these windowsills here, windowsills don't actually look like that. They're not square. So we'll use the line tool here. Again, just about... We zoom in closer, it's easier. Oh. So maybe they go like, I'd say they go like that really, don't the windowsills? Maybe like that, depending on what you've got. So draw the line there, and then just use the push-pull tool to get rid of the bits that we don't need. So there you go. Get rid of the bottom bits. Again, get rid of the top bits. That's actually more like a windowsill because you want the rain to run off and collect there and it beads. You don't need it striking onto the wall. So you can do that all the way along. Again, I'm not going to do that, just show you the technique. And then maybe we could add some guttering here. So let's do a circle for the guttering. About there. Again, draw a bit of a line there. Once you've got a bit of a line there, use the offset tool to draw the gutter. Hey, good. And then what we'll do, delete that top bit of the gutter. Oops, got the top bit there. And then once you've got that bit there, and we'll delete that Let's get rid of that bit there. If you want to delete this bit here, just click on it and press delete on your keyboard. Oh, that's why that's not working, because I've done that. And let's just get rid of that line there as well. Let's join those up. And then we can delete these bits. There we go. Okay, good. So now what we got is we got that bit of the gutter ready to pull along. So again, we'll go back to the push-pull tool. Push-pull tool. And we'll click on that, and then you just pull it right along to the end. There we go. So there's a bit of a gutter, which is okay, which is good. At the moment, the ends of our gutters have just got big holes in them, so let's close off the ends. Good, there's one closed off, because otherwise our water will go everywhere. And we'll close off this end. There you go. And what we'll also do here is, oh, come out of the building, is we'll do the downspout here, and you can come down here and along. But what I'll do is I'll show you a little something, another technique as well. So what we'll do here is we're going to start it here, and it's going to come down. So we'll take it down. I'm just zooming out. Again, this is a little bit fiddly. Now let's say it comes down to here, all the way along there. Oops, let's just undo that last bit. Comes down to there. But then you want it to curve along down to, let's say, another bit here at the bottom. So let's do another one from the floor. It's got to go into the building a bit. And it comes across. Let's say you've got a downspout that kind of go, oh, no, that's not at all what I wanted it to do. Okay, so let's just delete those bits there. And let's just put it, it's going on the floor there. Let's do it from the bottom. There we go. So let me just show you, if I let's start from halfway up there, across to about here. Has that done it right? Hey, it's done it right way this time-ish, just about. Nope. Nope. I know what we'll do. Let's show you a different way of doing it. It is a bit fiddly sometimes, and sometimes you just got to have a bit of a play with it to make it work. Doesn't really help this woman stood in the way. There we are. So what we can do is show the other way of doing it, which is just walk it along. Again, sometimes you just got to use, sort of have a play with it and work out different techniques to get it where you need to go. So let's say here that it wants to follow this line here. And let's just do, let's get rid of that bit there. So we've got a bit of a line to follow there. It's going to go along back in the house there rather than straight down. I don't know why it's doing that, but I just want to show you this technique. And what it is this. Once we've got that, what we can then use is we can use the arc tool, which is really, really useful. And the one we're going to use here is the 2-point arc, which is this one here. And what you do is draw your first point there, your second point here, and then just walk it until it draws the inside of the curve there. And then you can do the same on here. One point, the other one, inside the curve. Again, it doesn't always work first time. You've got to have a bit of a play. But now if you delete it, what you've got is you've got a curve here that we can have a nice curved drain pipe as it comes down. You can use this for loads of different stuff. I like drawing like little slides coming in out of my house and stuff. But there's the line that we want it to follow. And now what we do is we look at it end on as if it's about to poke us in the eye. There we go. And then what we do is we draw a little circle here. Let's say it's that big. Look at that big. There you go. So there's our little circle there. And now what we want to do is, in fact, actually, again, a little circle there. And we'll draw another circle inside it because it's so it's hollow. I'll just do it there. You're probably better off using the offset tool. Delete that middle bit so you've got this kind of empty ring. And then what we want it to do is we want it to follow, when we pull it out and extrude it, we want it to follow the curve. And this is actually quite easy because there's a tool for it here. If you click there, and the middle one here is the follow me tool. Click on the face that you want to extrude, and then, let's just zoom in a bit. Click on the face that you want to extrude, which is that one, and then you click on the line that you want it to follow. And all you do is zoom out and follow the line all the way up. There you go. And that is it, pretty much. We just zoom out there. It should have done it, pretty much. There we go. Yep, that's pretty much done it. So, oh, that's why it's not done that. That's because it's got that bit there still. Can we delete that bit? Hey, that's okay. Good. Now, what I've done is I've stopped it exactly on the bottom there, which is why it hasn't got a hole for it to go down. I'm not too worried, but if you wanted that to do properly, you'd have to extend this line all the way up, and then follow me all the way up to go through it, and then just delete the extra bits afterwards. But you can have a play. I'm sure you can use your imagination. But there you go. So there's a bit of a downspout. There you go. We've got our gutter. We'll just add a door to the house because we're sort of getting towards the end of where we want to be. Again, just use a rectangle tool. Let's stick a door there. So again, similar technique to the windows really. I'm going to do a door with a bit of a frame and then just a top window there, and then maybe a little bit of a wooden panel here. There we go. We'll walk that out to there. So let's go down to there. We'll stop to there, and then maybe about there, because you want a little bit of a bit underneath the door. Otherwise, all the water will come in. You just want a bit of a hole underneath. There we are. Just delete those little bits there. 1, 2. Good. And again, just pull the door out. Use the push-pull technique. Pull that out slightly. I'll just do there. And I'll pull this last bit out there as well, slightly, just to make it sort of stand out. And then again, just use textures to create the right textures. You might want to do a door handle as well, but I'll do that in a minute. So let's do textures. Let's go to some wood. We've got some wood somewhere. Wood. Yeah, we'll do a wooden door. We can afford that. Wooden door. There we go. Again, you can do all the side bits of the door. We'll do a wooden panel, but slightly different colour. And we'll do some glass again. But I think this time we'll do like a mirror surface rather than do a see-through surface, so that people can't see into your house and know what to steal. There we are. And we could do a bit of a door handle as well if you want to. Let's just do a bit of a door handle, I suppose, quickly. There we are, a little bit of a circle. I'll do. And then bring that out maybe. Again, just whatever little details you want to do. Bring that out. And then you can stick the... Oops, that's a bit too far out. And then stick like a... Let's do a line there. Maybe do a line off there for the door handle. Again, there's no right way of doing this. It's just a matter of having a play, creating your design, see what you like, see what you don't like. There we are. We'll just pull that down. Whee, there's a nice door handle, isn't it? Nice and simple. Not the fanciest of door handles. But we will make it out of nice shiny metal, though. There we go. Ooh, shiny metal door handle. That totally doesn't match the door. There we go. So we got a door, we got windows, we got the house. You can add all sorts of bits, more windows and doors, add some fences around. But that's the basics of the house. There you go. Okie dokie. So if you did like the video, please subscribe. And if you liked it as well, just like the video. And thank you very much.